after all these years, have you been overdosing magnesium? In this video, what I'm going to do is look at the dangers associated with excess magnesium and look at some of the side effects that appear to be very much dismissed in the scientific community. What's up guys, my name is Lucas, the founder of Ergogenic Health, and my mission is to bring you the most cutting edge health information that you'll struggle to find on Google. So please subscribe down below if you care about your health. So first of all, magnesium. So magnesium is a supplement that has gained a lot of attention in the last, say, 10 to 15 years, and for good reason. Because magnesium is a powerful supplement to lower stress, improve metabolic health, and improve overall vitality. Now, before we get into a little bit about magnesium, first of all, let's understand just the basics of magnesium. So magnesium is one of the most frequently evaluated essential minerals with diverse biological functions in the human body. Magnesium is an essential element required as a cofactor for over 300 enzymatic reactions and is thus necessary for the biochemical functioning of numerous metabolic pathways. Inadequate or insufficient magnesium status may impair many biochemical processes dependent on sufficiency of this element. Now, emerging evidence confirms that nearly 2/3 of the population in the Western world is not achieving the recommended daily allowance for magnesium, and a deficiency of this mineral can cause some serious health issues. Now, let's take a look at what magnesium is good for. Now, I mentioned before that it's anti-stress and can help with sleep, but magnesium can also be effective for treating migraine, CNS injury, epilepsy, diabetes mellitus, muscle cramps, premenstrual syndrome, osteoporosis, asthma, or lung issues. It's also been shown to act as a NMDA calcium blocker, so it can be beneficial for cardiovascular health, such as coronary artery disease, atherosclerosis, myocardial infarction, and other cardiovascular issues. It's also great for kidney health, for atopic dermatitis, cataracts or glaucomas, hearing loss, and also liver health. So we can see that magnesium does appear to affect many different organ systems and different pathways in the body, and is possibly the reason why a large percentage of the population generally responds really well to magnesium. Now let's take a look at some of the magnesium-rich foods. Again, I'm sure many of you are probably wondering, how can we get our recommended daily intake of magnesium? Well, first of all, supplementation does appear to be more effective than consuming these magnesium-rich foods. So various magnesium supplements that I'm a fan of are magnesium L-threonate, magnesium glycinate, and also magnesium malate. However, if we look at some of the magnesium-rich foods, we can see that pumpkin seeds, 30-gram dose gives us about 156 milligrams of magnesium. Chia seeds, 30 grams, provides about 111 milligrams. We can see almonds, spinach, cashews, peanuts, soy milk, oatmeal, bread, avocado, rice, and milk. Now, a lot of people will be questioning these foods, and for good reason. Some of these foods contain phytic acid, and some of these foods contain oxalates. Some of these foods contains chemicals that the body actually does not respond well to and can actually deplete magnesium. And so this is why supplementation can be more efficient and more effective at increasing total magnesium status. So what am I here to talk to you guys about today? We're looking at excess magnesium. Excess magnesium is quite rare, and in fact, it's very rare to achieve excess magnesium through diet alone. Now, excess magnesium usually presents when people use very high dose magnesium supplements for a long period of time, let's say longer than 8 weeks. Now, most people are deficient in magnesium. This is absolutely true. However, when some individuals also cut out dairy from their diet, they're actually left with low levels of calcium intake. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I talking about calcium? Well, it's because calcium is antagonistic to magnesium. Magnesium and calcium sort of have an inverse relationship in the human body. They have, quite polar opposite functions in the human body. Now, if we can see here, the recommended daily allowance of magnesium is about 420 milligrams for males and 320 milligrams for females. And we can see that an adult woman's RDI for calcium is 1,000 milligrams per day for 19 to 50 years of age. And also for men 19 to 70 years of age is 1,000 milligrams per day. So what might be happening here is that we're seeing a population where, they're cutting out dairy from their diet, and, perhaps they're not consuming some of the other vegetable sources of calcium, like calcium-rich foods, say like broccoli and tofu, things like that. So what's actually happening here is they're bombarding themselves. They're actually creating a calcium deficiency by using excess amounts of magnesium. And so excess magnesium does appear to have some pretty, nasty consequences and can severely affect a person's quality of life. So that's what I'm about to break down, is how too much magnesium with insufficient calcium can dramatically affect a person's quality of life. So as I said before, magnesium frequently acts as a natural antagonist of calcium. Now, these two cations compete in the modulation of muscular contraction, as well as in the regulation of several enzymatic reactions involved in energy metabolism, signal transduction, and brain activity. So for example, look at these symptoms of hypermagnesemia. So too much magnesium. So we're seeing confusion, lethargy, respiratory depression, absent reflexes, paralytic ileus, bladder paralysis, muscle weakness or paralysis. Let's focus in on this muscle weakness aspect. And I'd love to get your feedback down below. Leave a comment down below. Have you noticed magnesium affecting your strength levels in the gym? Have you noticed magnesium reduce your ability to contract your muscles? That amazing mind-muscle connection that we all crave, the ability to actually contract your muscles. Have you noticed magnesium actually reducing that effect? We can see also from the cardiovascular side of things, some of the symptoms of too much magnesium include low blood pressure, low heart rate, inhibition of AV and intraventricular conduction, heart block, cardiac arrest, and then we're looking at some of the others are nausea and vomiting. Now, my question is, does magnesium lower dopamine? Now, typically, magnesium is actually known to support serotonin synthesis. Now, you may think this is a good thing. However, this can be entirely a negative thing for those who already have excess levels of serotonin. And in addition, it can potentially lower dopamine and noradrenaline levels. So we can see here, effect of magnesium on calcium-dependent brain function that prolongs ethanol-induced sleeping time in mice. It's suggested that calcium enhances dopamine synthesis in the brain, and the increase of dopamine level prolongs the ethanol-induced sleeping time. However, magnesium inhibits dopamine release. Therefore, magnesium may inhibit calcium-dependent brain function through dopaminergic neurons and consequently reduce the effect of calcium on ethanol activity. So, takeaway here is that magnesium may lower dopamine levels. Again, this study was done in mice. However, if we also coincide how people generally respond to magnesium, most people say they feel more relaxed, more calm, all of the things that are associated with increasing serotonin and also reducing cortisol as well. This next study here was titled Magnesium Ion Augmentation of Inhibitory Effects of Adenosine on Dopamine Release in the Rat Striatum. Again, another rat study. We cannot guarantee that this translates to humans. However, what they noted was that this study also revealed that the concentrations of magnesium, which ranged from physiological to supraphysiological, reduced the striatal dopamine release. Now, interestingly, magnesium can act similar to ketamine. Now, this study was titled Antidepressant-like Activity of Magnesium in the Chronic Mild Stress Model in Rats, Alterations in the NMDA receptor subunits. Now, interestingly, administration of magnesium evokes some effects that are similar to those caused by ketamine, a non-competitive NMDA receptor antagonist, whose antidepressant properties are well known. For example, magnesium and ketamine both led to an increase in cyclic AMP response binding element protein and BDNF expression in the prefrontal cortex. These changes may be very important for achieving the antidepressant effects of both magnesium and ketamine. The purpose of this video is to just remind you and to build awareness on how you're responding to magnesium. Does this mean you should stop taking magnesium? Absolutely not. The purpose of this video is to just bring to your awareness some of the potential drawbacks associated with high dose magnesium for long periods of time, particularly if you aren't meeting your RDI for calcium. So, I'm not telling you guys to do anything. Instead, I just want to empower you with the knowledge to then basically take control of your life. I'm just trying to bring forward research as you go, as I'm sure many of you know that I love doing that. So just take note. How do you feel if you take a break from your magnesium supplement? Do you feel like weaker or stronger in the gym? Are you more anxious? Are stimulants less strong? Do stimulants feel less effective? Are you noticing worsened anhedonia? Are you experiencing the symptoms of low cortisol? Guys, I'd love to get your feedback. Drop a comment down below. How do you respond to magnesium? And just give your general feedback on magnesium. That's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to check out the amazing links in the video description down below. Got a website full of amazing resources, health information. And yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.